Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, my hands seem awful red. I don't know whether it's just the camera. I'm not that colour. I'm actually quite pale. Okay, might be just the camera. Anyway, I'm back on here now today to do the A to Z in different crafting techniques. So today I'm going to do Franken Fabric. Now it's like franking paper, only it's Franken Fabric because you can do this in different ways. Some people get a whole heap of cotton threads and put them on and sew and sew and sew and sew and make it, or cover it over with another piece of, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to show you just how to make a piece of Franken Fabric with glue, or you can stitch. It doesn't matter. If you want to glue it, maybe you won't be able to stitch it afterwards. That's an issue, isn't it? Because once the glue dries hard, you can't put your sewing stitches through it, can you? So I'm thinking maybe I might just do it with, I might do paper. I'll start with a paper base and make myself that'd be defeating it, but no it wouldn't, because I'm using the fabric on the top to make another piece of fabric, okay? And I hope that's understandable. Now I want a piece that's going to be soft because I want to be able to turn it over. This piece here is going to be, well, I was going to have it the same size as them other squares that I'm actually working on. There's a little issue with that though. I think they're out in the other room, so I don't have them here with me. And I've got all ready, and I thought I was ready, and then I can't find something to use as a background. Hang on a minute, if you just give me a bit of a look here, I'll find a nice piece of paper and I'll use that. That's cardstock, isn't it? Yeah. I have sorted out my paper. It's all sitting over there, but it's not accessible to me at this time because I can't reach across there. I want something that's well, they're folders. This is not working out right. Hang on a minute, I'll find something over here. I want something really thin. Here's some. This is really thin. Now this would work. So the idea of this is, you know, I'm going to make one after I do the one today to put on a journal cover. And I'm still going to do my stitching. This is going to have gluing. But after, like, I'm going to do these A to Z ones that I'm challenging myself to. But I'm also I've decided that I'm going to do one a week of the stitching, and I'll have these on Sunday. I'm not going to worry too much about this, just the background. I don't know why I'm cutting it this size. Nobody cares really what size it is, but then you want something you can do something with after, so if I go to a lot of trouble to do that and I can't do anything with it later, that'll be upsetting. Well, that'll make a small cover, won't it? Because I wasn't going to do a big one today, but I don't think it's going to matter because I don't think it's a very time-consuming thing, not if you're using glue, okay? So we need to put, I've got a piece here now about 9 by, spin that round, 9 by nearly 7, so you can make yours whatever size you want it, and that'll be folded over, and then I can I'll probably put a little writing pad in there or something if I when I get it done. So, Franken Fabric. Now, I've actually looked this up on the internet and there isn't anything there that I could find because people have actually got it written there, but they're doing it in all different ways, so they're just calling it, you know, they're remaking fabric out of bits of scraps and pieces. Now, I have a lot of scraps, whether there's a lot of, there's not small. I've nearly every time, well, like I say, every time nearly that I go up the town, I get bits. Okay, so I got a lot of these bits the other day, some I've already had, and I've just grabbed a lot together here to 50 cents a lady charged me for a bag of bits, about this size too they were. There's a few here that I've added in that I got off another lot that I bought previously, which I don't know whether that was one of them or not. It could have been, but I just wanted to add in, these ones I had before. But see, when people start to make something and they've cut out their little squares and things, and then they decide they're not going to put them together and they get rid of them or whatever, that's what you can pick up, see? And this is good cotton fabric that this is, but I don't want to match all this together because it won't be my own, like, thing. So we do it something in Sonia's way, if you know what I mean, because I want to do different colours in, you know, and I want to start out with what I don't know. I always go towards the nice pink shades, don't I? But I do like the bright colours as well. I've got some bits here in a bag that I've actually put in there because I was going to do something with them, and I thought, well, I'll just make them into strips and see what I think. This is really nice, isn't it? I do like that. So I've just sort of cut that in a strip. I was probably going to use it up the side of a journal or something, but I've decided that I will do this with it. Righto. And there's another piece there. And there's another bit. And this is a nice piece, isn't it? I like this piece. This is one of my favourites, I think. This piece is nice, but I can't go to anything that's too light to too dark. So I've got to try and make something out of maybe these really colourful ones. What do you reckon? Really bright coloured ones. This is going to be fun, Sonia. You haven't even had a go at this yet. Well, I sort of did way back I did make some. And then somebody said that it was just like making franking fabric, so it was too. Now, I'm going to use this sort of glue here that is generally all leaked everywhere, but I still got a bit. Our shop that we've got here that's got all this sort of stuff is actually, this one in the town had a 20% off sale week for last. This week's 30% off everything. And next week's going to be 40% off everything. So I bought one of these yesterday, and I'm waiting for the price to get down. The 40% next week, there's still some there. But because he's getting a lot of new stock in, and he needs to make space, see? So he was talking to me yesterday, the man that owns it, and he said, you know, because they've got stuff everywhere, and I was in my gopher, and he told me he was going to be moving it, and so I said, it's all right, it's okay, it's all good. But anyway, now back onto this. Okay, so I'm using this. Now this is it's called Portercraft, this glue, and it is non-toxic, and it's reasonably fast drying, and it dries clear. There you can get. Oh dear, look at this. Put it upside down, they say. Well, it runs in there. Look what I've got now. I've got one of these. I've got money in here, do things in no fault. Oh my goodness me, look what I've done. See, because silly me wasn't thinking that, and I can't, I got them off. I just drop some coins in there sometimes. So now I do have a couple of glue bits. Oh dear. I'll put this back in here. This is where I put my things to do my hair or elastics or something if I find them on my money. I don't know why I stuck the glue pot in it. Ah, it's got no top on it either, and I must have fastened it down. Why wouldn't I have done that? I have actually, look. I have closed it. Anyway, put that in the bin. Got a bin down here, use it, sorry. Right. Oh, my room is a crafter's room, okay? So I've got stuff everywhere, and I'm going to stop worrying about it because it stops me from crafting. I thought this was a thing that went up and down to close it and open it. Maybe it's not, and that's where I made a mistake and didn't shut it properly. Does it turn? Surely. It does. Look at that. But Sonia mustn't have done it right because it leaked out on me. Sorry about this, but I want to get this off here, so I don't lose all that glue again. Now this one here is one that I got, a friend of mine bought me. This is Helmar, and it's good. It just dries a tiny bit quick for me, and I like to be able to have a little bit of wiggle room. So everybody's got a different thing. Now I had that squeezed down and it's still come out. So there you go. Maybe I should put a pin in the end of it as well, or something if it goes, which it won't because there's no hole there. Because I've closed it, look. Never mind. Sonia and her glue things. Anyway, so I've got this one here right to do with, and I'm going to use it. So it's good for there's all these surfaces, plastic, wood, metal, yarn, fabric, beads, sequins and everything, okay? And I use, if I'm sewing with any fabric, if I'm going to sew anything together, I use a grey thread mostly, because if you're doing anything that's got lots of colours and you don't want to keep changing your thread, which I don't think I'm going to sew today anyhow, but I'm just going to add this in, grey goes on nearly anything. See, look at that, it'll go all right with the blue, goes to that. It'll go in all these multicoloured things, okay? So a grey cotton is really good to use for all them sorts of bits and pieces. I've mentioned that in the past, but there's no worries in me saying it again. I did have a question from somebody, or a couple of questions, but I can't remember what they were now, but on my way through this I might be able to let you know. All right, now we're going to do it on a piece of paper, and we're going to use as our base. It's nice to have a colour to work off, isn't it? Does it matter? Just start laying down pieces, Sonia. See what you come up with. I like that one too. Oh dear, I like them all. I do love it when I see a thing of fabric like that. Now I got this too. I bought this, I think it was yesterday, or the other day when I was up there. It's a scarf. Hey, but look at the fabric. And it is actually a really, really nice thing that looks like it's really old, but I imagine it isn't. It's probably something like, I'm not going to say just in case. I'm not going to say what it is, because see, sometimes these days it's very hard to tell, but I think it's cotton. I think it's a cotton thing, and it's really open weave. But see, I don't really want that for a scarf, so I'm going to cut it up and use it for fabric. Whether I put it in this one or not, probably not, but I just thought I'd tell you about that. And I got this piece. This is absolutely huge, which somebody must have bought to make a tablecloth, because one end of it was sewn up by hand and the rest of it was just folded up and put in the bag, and Sonia bought it in a bag of, or did I get it for $1? I think I got it for $1, and I got about 4 or 5 metres there, and that is a nice one too to be putting into things. But you got to do that'd be good if you follow the colours and that. But you'd have to find them first, Sonia. So let's get started, okay? So all I'm going to do now is make some little bits of fabric. See, I do have some small pieces, but they're over there. I never thought to go and get. It's occurred to me now, see, that they're in the sewn bag. But see, I've got that because I was doing some shapes. So this is nice. These are small bits, but see, these are all very bland colours, which is nice because it goes in good. But see, if you've got little bits like this, this is really good to use, these little sizes. And occasionally I do find those, you know. But I don't mind having a little bit of a snip and cutting mine up a bit, because it's you know, it's all the fun in that, isn't there? So, okay, so let's do this. We're going to have some strips, eh? Might make it all in strips. Now, when you do something like that and that all frays up, just push it back out. And that'll happen because of the metallic thread that's going through there. See how it all squished up? Well, see, that's because of the metallic thread, all right? But it will unwiggle, and it's supposed to look like that anyway, this material, isn't it? So I've got a piece of that. That looks good. And I do like this one here. Now I've got these bright colours, haven't I, people? Isn't that pretty? Wow, I do like that. I do hope I've got more of this somewhere. I think I have. I think I put a nice big piece of that. I hope so. Okay, now let's get something that's not so... Nah, maybe not. I don't know. Look at that. Oh, wow. This looks good. Most of these cottons you can tear. I mean, that's not a nice noise, is it? I'll go all the way with it. Tear it right off. Don't make a mess on. You've got to do another lot after. Yes, I will be doing more. I'm excited about doing more. I'm going to have that bit as well. Now, these are all going to be in oblong shapes, you know, like all squares. I'm just going to do this for the fun. This is all for fun. Oh, well, I'll show you how to make a piece of fabric if you want to make a cover for your book. If you want a fabric covered one. You can put the material behind it. The material is good because if you're going, especially if you're going to sew. But I'm going to glue this. So I need another piece that I'm thinking I like, and let me see. I really like that, but that's gone way too light, hasn't it? You know, I'm in the bright colours, so I might do a little tiny patch of this just for the sake of doing it, you know. See, I buy these fabrics for this sort of thing because I don't use them to make clothing, and I couldn't sit there and make a quilt. It'd drive me crazy. I got lots of pieces, but I just can't sit with the one thing very well. You know that, you know me. I like to be doing different things all the time. Yeah. So, as I was saying, on Saturday I will probably do a different. Isn't that nice? Oh yes, I'm going to be doing a different thing again. I'm going to do stitching. Oh dear, I'll have to think about this one, and I'm having trouble thinking while I'm thinking this as well. And lots of trouble thinking. I don't like this one. I wonder how bad that's going to look on there. How bad or how good. Let me just tear a bit off, because besides this, we're going to use these sorts of bits too, right? We're going to put embellishments like bits on it as well. Bits. I'm just going to tear a few pieces, okay? Just going to have a bit of tearing fun. Right, now, I was going to tell you what I was going to do. I want to do some more journaling videos, so I'll do a couple of them a week maybe. And the sewing one's a couple of weeks. So probably, we'll work out what days, but Sunday will be this for the alphabet. Saturday I'll do one, and then 2 days through the week I'll do another one for you, so we can have different things that I can show you, okay? Because I've come up with, well, I haven't come up with ideas. I've decided on ideas, you see. Now, I'm not going to use the white bit because I think it's too, well, it's going to take away from me piece of fabric, isn't it? I just want that bit there, okay? We're going to have a different, I'm going to do a different one as well on another video, because this is my For Franken Fabric. This one is today, so this is what, but I'll be doing more of these sort of things with fabric. I can work with fabric and work with paper, just different days, eh? How about that? And that way I can cover a lot. I can cover it all. I'm just going to do this little, you know, thingy where I'm going to just test it, see what I think. I don't know if I'll cut that just yet. Hang on a second till I see what I'm going to do first. Am I still in the shot? Oh yes. That's good to be there. Now, I'm thinking I might need to take something in a different direction again, because I've got them all going across, haven't I? Now, it's up to you how many bits you use and how, you know, how much but this is really going to be a really quick thing, this is, isn't it? Look at that. By the time, hopefully when I stick it down, it's going to be fine. It's not going to do anything, you know, and not work nicely. We'll see what happens when we stick it down with glue. That bit there, I wonder if it's upside down or not. I can't tell the difference. This is nearly the same as the other side, but I'm not real thinking I'm a fan of that. And I don't think this one's busy enough for the rest of them, you know. I know that might sound strange, but I just don't think it's got enough pattern bits on it. This is a really patterny piece, isn't it? Oh dear. What a dreadful noise. Oh, I hope you're not screaming and crying, because that's a terrible racket I just made, wasn't it? Dark. We need to stick with the darker colours because we don't want to go to... We can always go and do another one after we do this one, can't we? We don't have to be... No, that's too laid back, isn't it? And that's too far. Wait a minute. Did we put some of this on here yet? I tore it, but I didn't put it on. Oh, I do like that. I'm going to put it there. put this down here and put this bit in here, okay? So now we're going to try and see what happens when we start gluing it on. If you start crying or not. Okay. Sorry about that, people. I won't cry, but I will if it doesn't work, because I've been itching to get back in this room and work again and stuff, and it's not too bad today. It was a bit freezing. The weather's just not going to, it's not going along with us at all, is it? This might be too much red too close. What do you think? Too much red too close. How about that bit? That was not too bad. Where's another? That's not wide enough really either, is it? I know I've got more of this. I've got a big piece of it. Don't ask me where it is for the time being, though. It's too hard for me to tell you that. Anyway, let's glue this on and make a piece that we've got the fabric to do it with, okay? Now, we're going to put glue on the material, I think, so you make sure that it's all fastened down. Now, it's up to you whether you want to... I don't know if it'll work with this or not, whether you want to use your frayed edges, whether you want to leave them out or you want to cover them over. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Look, here comes the glue. It's incredible, isn't it? Because I've had it sitting up the other way, but that doesn't mean... So this should work okay, right? I've used this glue many, many times on fabric. I wouldn't recommend that you use wet glue. Now I'm going to sneeze. I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Oh, I must be allergic to microphone. No, I'm good. Don't use a wet glue, I don't think. I think it'll go all soggy and just won't work well, alright? Don't use it. If you can find one of these sort of ones, this is great. I mean, you only muck your piece of work up and you won't be happy if you do that, will you? Now, I'm going to... This is not the same size, but that's okay because I really want this piece. You can see there's a gap there, but we'll fill that in. So, definitely need something like this. It's for all sorts of craft, okay? Even if you're doing it with material on material, the wet glue will make it too... I don't like using wet glue at all, actually, myself. I only use that for paper mache, really. I don't like using that. Oh dear. It doesn't dry quick enough for me and it's messy. It was fun. I did a fair bit when the kids were younger. I did lots of things with it then. You just can't... See, now this is not gonna... It's not bubbling up. It's not coming through. It works really good. I highly recommend this, whatever, if you can find anything like it, because it's just amazing. Well, like there's all other sorts. I mean, you know, this one here's good, and I'm sure that any fabric glues would be good. The only thing I said I don't like about that, this actually runs pretty quick, this stuff too. The only thing I don't like about it is it dries really quick, and I'm not fast enough to do things like that. And see, that's drying okay. It is drying really good. Okay, so now I'm going to put on... I had it all sorted out, didn't I? Now I've gone and mucked it all up. Right, was I having this piece here? I know I didn't want them too close together, these red bits. And then I had that bit. And then I had that bit. Okay. Righto, and I'm having this bit in here between the two red bits. Aren't I? Yeah, okay, right, we got it. Don't muck it up again, Sonia. This could have been ironed, but I don't know, once I glue it, it'll probably be nice and straight. Okay, hopefully, all them crinkles will come out of it and press it down. Now, what I'm saying about the edges, if you want to go over... Whoops, I got a big bit of string there. I'm going to take that off because I don't want that being underneath my... Ew! Making a lump. So we don't want that being in there making a lump, okay? Now, I'm going to get more glue on. More glue. And burnish it down really well so it'll all spread out. It's really good for you. See what I meant by the frayed edges? we're going to have frayed edges, but like I said, it doesn't matter. You can choose yourself which ones you want to go over. Like, you could have the blue over the top or this red one. It doesn't really matter, does it? I'm not sitting up high enough again today. Oh dear. I don't like it when I can't see over what I'm trying to do here. I have to bring it back to myself a bit. That's better. I'll straighten that out. And I haven't got that bit there stuck down very good, have I? I've got this big waddy of glue hanging off the end of this thing. And I do not want to get it everywhere, but I don't want to... Oh, where's the toothpick? I don't have a toothpick. That'd be making it too easy, wouldn't it? Push it under there, Sonia. Okay. Lots of fraying on there. Maybe you might iron yours. I probably should have ironed mine. You know what? I did iron some of it, but not the ones I'm using. That's really weird, isn't it? I pressed a few. Righto. Trying not to get any on top of you. So that's going to have this frayed edge, but that's okay. As long as you have overlapped them, because if you don't overlap them and the edge starts to fray back, you're going to have a gap. And of course we put the trim on it, which we could do. We could put some lace and some bits and pieces on there, couldn't we? Was that one next? Because I just shoved them all over there and mucked this up again, didn't I? Righto, here it is. There's it. I'll have to spread out this glue on here. Get it off the end of here. It's better than wiping it off, I suppose, and losing all that much. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day, having a bit of crafting. I am really tired myself. I am so tired. I got up too early. I wake up and think, oh, I've got to get up. I want to go and do this and do this. And I want to tidy up my room a bit and do a bit of sorting out in the lounge room so I can bring a bit of stuff in. Now, see that bit? You can see that bit of glue there. Look at that, because I put layers too much on it. Otherwise, it's been working quite well, hasn't it? It hasn't been making any bulky messes. But I'm not too worried because it's on the side. And hopefully I'll put something over the top of it later. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to put over the top of them. But I'll find out in a minute. We'll find out what it's going to be. So that's going to go across here like that, isn't it? Where's that other yellow bit that I had? Wonder where I put that. Really, Sonia? Okay. We're only here. There's only us. Who took it? Ooh. It was sitting here a minute ago and it was like that, wasn't it? It was that colour. Maybe it's hiding from me for a reason. Oh, here it is on my lap. Goodness me. Right. I might just put these in bit smaller pieces. What do you reckon? Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? And see, nobody cares if I cut that off there. At least me, I don't. If I cut that off there, I don't care. And they're all going to go this way, eh? That sounds like fun. They're all going to go this way. We're not going to cut it off. Ooh. We're going to put that there and that there. Hang on, see if I've got a wider bit of this. I have. Right. That's very red, isn't it? Very red. And I did say I wasn't going to use red. I'm sure I said I'm not going to use red colours. And then what have I got? Lots of red. We're real good with that. Bit of red and green. I'll take this off here and let me have a look properly. Can't see what we're doing. We haven't got it nicely. Cut another bit off there. I must say though, a lot of this fabric is actually worth a lot of money when you buy it new. So it's really good quality. A lot of it's quilting fabric. But see, if people don't want them anymore, we can make something with them, can't we? We can repurpose it, and we can make our Franken fabric, which is good. That's a bit red in that middle bit, but I'll subdue that with something shortly. Nobody panic, I'll just get onto that. I really will. Okay. I'll take the red bit to the outside. The reddish colour, I should say. I might just move it over closer to me so I can see if I've gone over there. I've overlapped it. Good. I suppose this is a thing you can do if you haven't got a big enough piece of fabric. But I'm doing it because I want to make my own, you see. That's the thing. I mean, that's why I like to do these sort of things, because it's your own thing, isn't it? I have to put this piece on. It's very important that I put that piece on. I'm trying to get this green bit up this end somehow, but I do want to have it all going. Hang on. I can have it there, can't I? And maybe just cut off a little bit here. Okay. There we are. And a bit. Sorry, I went quiet there, didn't I? Thinking, you know, that, that shuts me up. When we're thinking around here, though, we mostly, you shut your eyes, you say, oh no, I'm not asleep, I'm thinking. Well, that's not necessarily so all the time with me, anyway. I might put this on here, just very up over the edge and along there. More glue. Might be easier, eh? Okay. Hadn't got anything on me till just then. And I had to get something on me, didn't I? I'm going to cut this off a bit straighter. Come on. Get ya. Right. Now, in this piece here. Ooh, that's a terrible knot. I'm doing it again. I'm going to make sure that's stuck down properly. There we go. There's probably bits and pieces here we can put, you know, tuck about and do something with as we go. Right, now that's going to be my piece of fabric, except I think I'm going to do the bottom bit too, this bit here, because I still want to make it long enough, like for a book or something. I still want to make it long enough. I'm going to put that there. What do you reckon? That will look awesome, because it's really colourful and can go right across the bottom. Nobody's going to think anything big is wrong with it because it looks really good. I've got to find the right bit though. I thought I had it when I put it down before, and I think I do. Rightio, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I think that's lovely. I do like that. I do like that, Sonia. Okay, that one and that one. There we are. Now, if we did it with stitching it, I'm going to show you anyway how to do that another time, so we won't worry about it. Actually, I could have put the video up of stitching it before I put this one up. I don't know yet. See what happens. I'm doing this on Saturday for Sunday. Saturday it must be 18th or 19th of October, and I don't know where the time's gone to, because we did have this year's just gone so fast. And every day you think, oh dear, there's another week's going past me and everything, you know. It just happens, doesn't it? I'm here, I'm just doing a bit of fiddling about. I'm thinking on doing some things like this on it, you know, just to, or not. Or not. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. What else did I have? I thought I had a piece here before. I said I might put that across there. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know what I want to do with it next. See, the stitches would give it lots of effect. You can actually still stitch it, even if it has got paper behind it. You can still do stitches on it. Nobody said you can't, except it's going to be hard on the needle, that's all. Unless it's because it's dry, and then it should work okay. I'm sure I had something here I thought about using it as a trim on it. Okay, I know. I think I remember now. Where is that piece of lace? But then that's going back to what I usually make. We've got to try and get me away from all that, don't we? Oh, look at this. It's like I found something amazing, but I know that it would have been there all along, eh? A bit of lace on it. I don't know if I do want to do this to it. I'm just going to have a bit of a look and see. No. I'm quite partial to what it's doing now. I really am. I'm just going to have a bit of a go with this and just see if I can sew this. So if I can sew it, I bet you might like it better. But see, people that don't sew can just do the gluing and then add. Well, see, it works. Well, why wouldn't it? Of course it would work. And there's a big father stitch, that is. And this is a feather stitch, actually, not a father stitch. It's actually a feather stitch, and it's way too big. But I just wanted to see. Well, so you can sew through the paper. Of course you can. We used to do it at school, didn't we? Stitch with papers. Look at me glue on me little scissors. Thank goodness they're not me good ones. Well, they were actually good for many, many years. They are still, and I'm going to clean that off there and keep using them because they're still always sharp. That would be better if it was not so up in your face, too big. Maybe we could try something different. Let's see what else we've got in here. I just feel like I need some sort of embellishing on it of some sort. Just to subdue a bit of stuff, I don't know. I actually quite like it like it is. I'm quite liking it like it is. I don't know whether what anybody thinks about that, but I think I'm going to leave it like that because this is just one way that you can do it, okay? Because if you want to do stitching, I'll show you the one with stitching on it. I'm still looking in this thing, aren't I? Can't help myself. Oh dear. Well, what about that? Well, if I had a bit more, it'd be good. Only got a tiny, tiny bit. And if I did the white, well, that'd take right away from my, you know, really brightness, wouldn't it? And I'm wanting the bright bit. Okay, keep fishing stuff out of here and making a mess. I should probably, well, see, I need to go through all this stuff and clean it up a bit. And that's too much too, that is. It's too blue. It's pretty, but it's too blue. Maybe I'll just use some bits on it, eh? Maybe we'll just do a bit of decorating here and there. I don't know. I'll turn it back around. Which one's going to be the front? That one. Okay, we'll have this as the front. Righto. Now I've got this, which is not too bad for doing it. So you can cover your seams if you want to, like your joins, is what I'm showing you. If you want like to cover your joins, you can. But I'm not finding anything that I'm happy with going across them because it's changing the look of the thing really, really. Like if I do this and keep doing that, it's not going to work for me, is it? It's changing the look of it too much. And the ribbon doesn't work either. So that's easy fixed. I'm not going to put anything on it. I just feel like I would like to, but I don't know what it could be. Even that's not going to work for me. You know, I'm not going to do that. I've got to be happy with the piece that I've got there. And the idea, well, see, you can always make something I know when I glued it on I did it like that, and all these bits are coming up this way, but when you turn this up that way, you've still got them, oh, they're lifting up like that, but that doesn't matter. I wanted to leave it like this because I like it, okay? And that's what I wanted to show you how to do today, to do some franking fabric for yourselves and make a cover for your book, because, you know, some people can't sew and haven't got a machine. You can do it on the fabric, but I did it on the paper because I will also be putting more, I'll put more fabric in the inside of it probably when I go to cover it. But that'll be, that's how to make our piece of Franken fabric. You don't have to put anything over the top of it, like any other glues or sealers or anything, unless you want to. Make sure if you do that, you've got the right thing, because you don't want to muck your fabric up. You don't want the colours to change on it or anything either. So, and of course I can't tell you how that would work, but you never know if it's... But anyway, so that's for our Sunday. F is for Franken Fabric. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.